All right, welcome back to Legends of Arcadia Genesis. Our party is staring down a terrifying, malformed owlbear. Please, if you would, roll me into initiative.
Oh, that's slow.
Nice.
How well illuminated is this from our campfire? Like, are we able to just attack this without any
Yes,
penalties?
it is essentially stepped into dim light as you had a chance to prepare.
Okay.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. Excellent. So the first to react is, of course, Hugo. You see this creature stepping up closer to the camp as Rook has stepped out to meet it. What do you do?
I've just gotten my armor and my shield on with Koibu's help, and I grab a couple of javelins. I'm gonna circle around a little bit. I don't want to be the first to engage in melee because I'm still a little beat up, and we do have a couple other frontliners. But I'm going to chuck a javelin at this thing from a bit of a distance and get ready to close.
Please roll to hit for me.
Yeah, double checking my bonus, so it's +2 for javelin. 13.
The 13 will not hit this creature's AC. No. All right. And with that, it is the owlbear's turn. The owlbear roars an unsightly roar. Its throat rattles as if loose, and there is this guttural, gross, wet sound that comes out with its roar. And then it charges at Rook, who had stepped forward ahead of the rest of the party.
Yeah,
yes.
Thinking I was gonna call him some natural beast, like a jungle cat or forest cat or something, and then here's this owl bear.
Yes. The owlbear will roll to hit you with a +5 is 16.
That will do it.
That'll do it. All right. Please take for me 1 point of damage from its first claw attack. And then its second claw attack will also hit you with a 23. Please take for me 5 points of damage from that claw attack.
Oh my.
It then goes to attack you with its beak, but its beak is all ripped and open, and it lunges at you ineffectively, unable to rip at you with the beak.
Is that because you missed or because you're nerfing its beak attack?
No, it narratively is no longer capable of using its beak for the moment. Ren, you see this happening as Rook takes some slashes of the claws. What do you do?
I guess with a heavy heart, I circle around the beast because it's all busy with Rook, right? I should be able to circle to its backside, and I'll try to slash it with my scimitar.
All right, absolutely.
And I miss, I guess. No, that's plus. How much is back attack? 4 or 2?
+2. 13 will also miss. Yes.
What happened to the blindness?
Yeah, nothing happened. I rolled it with a scimitar because I made up my mind, right?
All right. Decisive. I like it.
That's
Koibu,
me.
your friends are engaging with melee combat of this creature. What do you do?
Well, we've seen one of these types of things before, right? We fought an owlbear that was similarly disfigured in the past, if I recall. So
It almost killed you.
Yeah, but it didn't. That was the clutch thing. So I will walk up to the creature and put myself in the position right in front of it, and then use my, parry ability to increase my AC while attempting to, lure it in my direction.
All right,
trying
how
to
do you
aggro
lure
the
it in your
monster.
direction?
I walk towards the creature, wave my sword around near its face, make some feinting attacks, and lots of loud noises and shouts, drawing attention, hey, you, over here. And if it looks somewhere else, just shouting loudly in front of its face, just trying to draw its attention and make myself look scary while taking defensive stances.
All right, Nomon, you see your your wizard friend step forward and attempt to get the creature's attention on itself. What do you do with this opportunity?
Well, I don't know what kind of firing into melee rules we're doing, but I want to try maybe circle around and hit it with my sling from behind.
I think it's a large enough creature that if you are spacing yourselves out appropriately, I think you can just hit it without firing into melee with your allies.
Could I get a back attack? Being behind
I think that Ren has taken residence on the back, so I'll give you flanking.
it? Okay. Just select that. All right. 13.
13 will miss. Your pellet hits, but it just doesn't seem to affect the creature in any way. It just like digs into this like mushy pustule nature of its body.
Nasty.
Indeed. All right, Rook. Right. Your allies have all acted. What do you do?
Yeah, I suddenly get my bearings, draw my second sword. I'm going to attack it. First, I would like to try like circle strafing around it and see if Koibu has its attention. If I can like circle to one of the flanks, or if it stays tracking me.
It is well and truly taunted by Koibu.
Okay.
You can flank it with.
So I will swing to its flank, missing.
Yeah,
with my
the 7 and the
swords.
10s will both miss.
Yeah.
All right. Do your dogs attack?
No.
No.
They're barking, but I like give them a look, and
all right.
I think they just stayed a safe distance.
That is the end of the turn. Everyone, roll me into initiative for the second round.
I'm just going to continue my parrying, so I will just slip out of initiative order.
Okay, you continue taking the parry action.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why Roll20 is such a pain in the ass. There we go. All right, we shall go into ascending order. The first to act is Ren in the new initiative. Ren, you're behind this creature. What do you do?
You're muted, Ren.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if that was my head.
Not bad. Okay, no, so I do see, I am behind the creature, but I do see, like, if I, look past its leg, that Rook is getting, scratched to bits. So I'm going to circle back around, I guess. Stand, like, behind Rook, and I'll try to attempt a healing check. I'm not sure if it gets in the way for that, but I'll try to crack open a walnut and let some green sticky liquid run down his chest where you got scratched.
Are you casting a spell or are you making a prompt
Nope,
check?
it's a healing check.
Okay.
So
Just the way you
20
described
for,
it with the
exactly.
walnuts
No,
made me
it's
think of
it's
all right.
that?
Yeah, you succeed. So you may heal up
1d3.
to I think D3 hit points.
3, yeah.
Yeah,
2.
Is this on me?
that is
Yeah.
on you.
Well, that's kind. Yeah.
You're welcome, I guess.
In the heat of battle.
You might have to take another one, so you never know.
Looks like Koibu's got things attention.
All right.
Or-
With that's a kind act in the midst of battle. Hugo, you have the initiative. What do you do?
Yeah, what, how much clearance do you need for a charge again?
30 feet in a straight line.
30 feet? Okay, and then let me double check. Yeah, okay, so it's 60 feet for a throw, so I have enough space to charge.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to charge this thing's other flank, the one that Nomon is not shooting at.
Absolutely. Sounds good.
I'm going to charge at it, so I get +2 for charge and +1 for flank.
Please do.
13 again.
The 13 will not hit. No, the 13 number has been tried. You guys got to do something different here.
Greg, my initiative didn't update properly, but I'm next.
Your initiative didn't update properly. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay,
Yeah, but I'm on 6.
you're on 6. Why
Okay,
did
I
that happen?
Yeah, I don't know really.
There you go. Nomon, what do you do?
I abandon my sling and instead pull a dagger and try and throw a dagger in this thing's side.
Just surrounding this
All
poor
right.
owlbear.
Excellent.
17.
The 17 will hit.
There's no crit or anything. Daggers still do D4 against large.
D4.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh,
4 points of damage against the owlbear. Excellent. It gives one of those rattling, gurgling, horrible cries again, right in Koibu's face as it is pained by your dagger. Pus and ooze drip down onto the forest floor from the wound you've created. Excellent. Rook, you see this dagger wound the creature. What do you do?
yeah. I give Ren a nod of thank you after she finishes wrapping up one of my bleeding wounds to staunch the blood flow, and I will step in front of Ren and strike out with.
Oh, baby.
Oh, you crit the creature.
I think I will use a standard longsword and roll 2d12. How's that sound?
That sounds great. Let's
That
do
was
it.
pretty good.
14 damage.
Solid.
All right.
And I've got another 19
the
to
19
hit.
also
Wait,
hits.
roll in another d12.
Wait, Ryan, you already
You
rolled
already
twice.
rolled a
Oh, did I?
20 and a 22. You critted
20,
twice.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
So
The
another 2d12.
18 does
So
clear by
it's a
5.
18 does clear by 5?
Yeah,
Okay.
so you
Yeah.
get 2
Another
crits.
12.
So another
So
9.
9 and 14 is 23
9 and 14.
damage.
Your swords chop into the creature. Blood and pus and like wretched, icky, like gross, rotting flesh comes flying off of it in a haze. You see your wounds open new wounds that soon begin to close and fester, much like the ones you see on the outside. The owlbear stumbles back for a moment, but it still stands.
Ooh.
All right, and with that, it is the owlbear's turn. The owlbear has been taunted by Koibu, and so the owlbear will make its first 2 claw attacks at you. It raises up with its claws.
Wait,
with a
it's a little stronger than I
10.
thought.
The 10, I don't believe will hit your AC, will it?
Ooh.
All right, it rolls again. Ooh, this time with a 21.
Well, my AC is either 19 or 20, depending on how you want to interpret the rules. So that's a hit.
That's a hit either way. Alrighty. With the claw attack, please take for me 6 points of damage.
Ow!
Then, as its final claw happens, you see the mouth of this creature begin to shift and shape in front of you. Its whole beak falls to the ground in a pustule, bloody mess, and sprouting from its mouth grow new fangs, sharp and vicious, and definitely not reminiscent of a bear or an owl.
I cast
Ren.
Poor Man's Feigned Death.
Ren, you.
I believe
oh,
Ren
wait,
is
No. I get
turn.
a second attack.
I get a second attack as well.
My
Ren
dagger.
is at the bottom of the. Oh no! Yes, you were.
Yeah,
correct.
no, I
Second
was the
attacks.
first one to go, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Second attacks.
Shall I re-roll that second attack?
No, keep the 19.
You two-handed,
Yes.
right? So you
Yeah.
dual-wielded, and
And
then,
then
make
I'm-
me an attack at the end of the round.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
like a new one, yes.
Nope.
No, that will miss, as will the dagger throw from Nomon. Excellent. Does anyone else have an end of the round turn? No. All
Next turn
right.
for me.
Perfect. Roll me into initiative, please.
Oh.
1, 2, 3 of you. 4, 5. Excellent. So Hugo, you are in fact the next to move. What do you do
All right.
as this creature
Well-
sprouts forth its new maw?
I'm just gonna keep. I think we really need to kill this thing before it has a chance to bite Koibu's head off. So I'm just gonna keep my flank. I don't have my charge anymore, but
Yes.
I roll an 11, the same roll as last time.
The 11 does not hit, and the creature continues its focus on Koibu. Rook, you see this creature transform in front of you. What do you
Okay, let's finish him. All right, so that's another hit for 8 points of damage.
do? The 18 is a hit. The 5 is a miss. You take 8 points of damage to him. Absolutely. All right. More blood and viscera flies from the creature, but it is
31,
not
35. I think it's healing some, but it's still fighting.
It is. It looks to be on its last legs almost, but it is still up. Yeah.
Let's hope it doesn't grow any more legs.
Nomon, you see
All
this
right.
creature
I
whittling
look
away.
down
What
to
do
my
you do?
I look down to my dagger bandolier and realize I've only got one left. The other two sticking out of the side of the owlbear. And I want to take a running jump. I want to try and jump on its back and stab it in the back.
Absolutely. Give me give me a
Dex?
Dex. Yeah, Dex sounds good. Give me a Dex check.
28.
Nice.
You managed to jump successfully on its back, landing exactly where you wanted to. Your dagger poised. Please take a +4 to your attack roll.
Oh yeah, don't mind if I do. Here we go. 23.
23
Very
hits.
good. Very
Give me
nice.
some damage.
It's a
Are we just
That
doing
is a
single?
crit. It
We're
is
just
a
doing
crit.
single crits, yeah.
Yeah.
Not double crits.
Well, it wouldn't have double crit anyway.
5 damage. No, it's not
It
dead. It's
lives
not
on
dead.
1 HP.
Oh.
God damn.
It lives on 1, and it gets its turn. The owlbear
No.
is going to continue attacking Koibu.
Oh,
Koibu
perfect.
taunted it. He wanted it dead. It will attack with its claws with a 24 to hit.
Goodbye, cruel
Can you
world!
interpret the rules for an extra 5 AC there, Neal?
No.
Yeah, I would get that 1 AC plus that you were
Koibu,
arguing
the
for.
first claw attack hits you for 2 points of damage.
Oh.
That's nice.
The second claw attack is a 6 to hit you, which will not do it.
That's nice.
And it has this new maw of it, and it is getting hurt a lot by Ryan. And I want to see if it is interested in biting the ranger's head off.
Being smart.
Nope, it really wants to eat this gnome. You must have really disrespected its mother. It is very upset
Koibu's
about
not
its
a gnome,
mixed
he's just-
heritage.
Wait, okay. I was
the
gonna
gnome on
say,
its back or quick?
No, I'm sorry, Koibu. I keep thinking Koibu's a gnome. It must be just because
Hey,
it's so
hey, what the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, this is interesting. The bite is a 16. Will that hit you?
No.
No, excellent.
19 AC,
You
buddy.
carry away its mighty fangs. All right. Please, Ren, what do you do?
Yes. So I guess, since no one has jumped on top of the owlbear, right, the backside is still free. So I could still, like, try to circle back around, since that square is open, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm going to attack from the backside with my scimitar. For a miss again. I tried. Next,
Koibu, are you
please.
still dodging or are you in initiative?
I am in initiative. I rolled a 15.
All
so
right.
I will. I'll just come up to the creature and make myself an attack roll.
Just kill it. Just
Yeah, I'll
easily.
I'll just kill it. It's an easy
Simply
thing to
Alright.
do.
20.
Please.
Yeah.
Easy.
Here we go.
Nope.
No.
Huzzah!
Even worse than mine, my
Unable to
dude.
Get second
slay
attack
the
this round.
creature.
Hey,
All right, end of the round attacks, please. Who
I'm
has
wounded
that?
here.
Here you go, misses.
All right. Hugo misses.
Noman.
Don't worry, I've got it.
Oh, wait.
Ooh, nice, Hugo. The 6.
Don't worry, I'll roll another 7.
All right. I will roll in with the spell.
We don't need
All
spell
right,
here
that
now.
is everybody in initiative. Koibu, you are the first to react in this new round. What do you do?
I'm going to cast Spark Shower. I'm just surprised that its initiative is so high, but it is. Okay. I will... Oh, that's the wrong button. Here we go. I will toss a pinch of sulfur into the air and create dozens of small bursts that explode into existence, leaving sparks in their wake, dealing 1 damage to everything within the area of effect, which is a 20 by 20 grid.
All right.
Excuse me?
Every person in the party,
Everyone in the party.
please take 1 point of damage.
I think there's a
there
saving
a
throw
save?
to negate. Yeah.
Oh, is there a saving throw to negate? Save versus spell, I assume?
Yeah, save versus spell.
All right, everyone, please make a save versus spell. And it negates damage altogether, yeah?
Right, because it's only 1 point, so...
All right.
Woo!
This
I actually
owlbear,
have to roll this manually because I still haven't ended my saves.
God damn it.
I'm gonna
That's a
roll this
pass.
and roll 20.
That's a pass!
Oh, poor
Oh
Hugo.
my god, look at these rolls! Except for Hugo.
Oh.
All
What
right.
is the owlbear, though?
The owlbear's roll, it needs to be a 14 or lower to fail. It fails, and the owlbear creature dies. Your spark shower erupts in the forest twilight. Big pops of fiery energy sear the flesh of one Hugo and none of the rest of your party. Gurgi somewhere yelps in surprise and pain. Some of them howl some way. It flew over there and got him. But the owlbear falls at your feet, Koibu, dead on the ground in front of you.
Totally worth it, I declare.
Nice work.
Everyone
Oh, of course
okay?
You did it. Yeah. Yeah.
I wipe some soot off my face and blow some smoke out of my nose, and then I'll just kind of nod quietly at all the blubber that I hacked through doing no damage whatsoever. And then I'll toss my handkerchief over to Rook so he can clean the pus and the blighted blood off of his blades.
I will pull my daggers out of the flank of the Alba.
Is there any sign of like the spiral mark or like any mark of like, you know, the red, is there like a red mark on the owlbear somewhere, something that makes it tainted or?
You spend some time observing it, eventually, yes, finding what you are looking for. Although the growth of this blight and disease is so advanced that it took you some time, and it is hard to find amidst all the fetid flesh and malformed owlbear flesh.
All right. I guess Ren will put a hand on the owlbear's mangled head, and she'll just quietly whisper, I guess you must have suffered for some time. I'm very sorry about that. And she's in general a little bit sad about the situation. You know?
I guess you can mourn for the creature's suffering, but these abominations have been suffering since their creation. Owlbears are not natural creatures.
I know.
This is
Excuse me.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
It is, I know they're not natural. I'm a druid after all, but I'm also half-elf, you know? And we do feel for the fey creatures in some way.
I'm surprised to see the cult's corruption influence has spread this far north.
It is terrible. It should have never spread this far.
How have they corrupted our woods without us noticing?
I think we just did.
Sure. Well.
So maybe we want to help me haul this body off so it's not right next to our camp, or maybe we should move camp. I don't know if it's a good idea to sleep for the rest of the night next to a rotting owlbear corpse. A mutant rotting owlbear.
Is there music playing in the background for anyone else?
Forest sounds, some very, very subtle.
Oh, it's playing combat. Okay, I'm gonna refresh. It's playing combat music, and I thought Greg was subtly suggesting that something was about to happen, and I was getting a little bit concerned.
I honestly, I forgot that I had control of the music entirely. I'm glad that Neal does that.
Might be easier to move the Alba.
It bugged out. It glitched. It's fine.
Yeah.
Might be easier to move the Alba than move the whole camp.
I agree.
Need to butcher it and chop it up.
Chop it up?
What?
You wouldn't
No,
like
just
that.
haul
You can move
it.
it whole?
I was just gonna grab a leg and have some other strong people grab
Yeah.
other legs and
You
heave
grab
ho.
one leg.
Do you have any idea
I'll
how
grab
much this
one
thing
leg.
weighs?
Oh, hi.
What, you think it's easier to move a fire? You want to put out the fire and then start a new fire? Fuck that. Just haul them off.
Yeah, Rook, don't be such a lazy bastard.
Even the gnome is trying to help. Not that he can do anything, but you know.
I grab a tuft of hair and start trying to heave the owlbear away.
He's got so much spunk. I'll grab another tuft of hair and try and heave ho, while giving
all right.
everyone in the party a look that's like, I can't believe you're not
The
helping
brown
with
bears
this.
in real life are in the median range about 600 pounds. So I'll use that as a median point for an owlbear. I assume between 4 of you, you can drag 600 pounds of beast out into the woods.
Yeah.
All right.
I can drag
Just dragging multiplies your strength, right?
Yeah, it does.
I can drag 100 pounds more.
Yeah.
My max press is 140 dragging. Yeah.
All right, so the
Okay,
few
we
of
can
you
drag it.
work together. You drag this beast out into the woods, far enough away from camp to feel satisfied, and return to rest up for the rest
It's
of your
clearly
nights.
dead, right? It's no
It
longer
is-
like
it is
regenerating or anything.
Dead.
Where did Gurgi go?
Gurgi huddles up in a ball next to your fire and is petting the dogs aggressively.
Gentle, Gurgi, gentle. He doesn't want to eat the owlbear?
No, he is not interested in that owlbear at all.
All right. Well, I guess let's try to get some rest and get a move on in the morning.
All right. You finish up the rest of your night's rest, and nothing else molests you in the night. In the morning, Gurgi is back out of his stress petting and ready to lead you forward at the request of more munchings and crunchings, and maybe just a small bite of the gnome.
No.
Come on, don't be tasty. All right, and so the party begins to get led.
Are spellcasters able to rememorize spells after a night like that?
I will be, regardless of what the rules say, I think that's fine. A single combat in the night, I think, was okay, as long as it doesn't then lead to adventuring or exploring or something else. I think it's reasonable to get woken up in the night, do a thing, and then finish your night's rest. Right. Combat
always
only
get some
takes
extra
a
sleep
matter
to
of
make up for it,
5
right?
or 10 minutes, right? Even if it is strenuous.
I spend 10 minutes in the morning learning a spell.
Okay. Absolutely.
Same here.
All right. So you spend some minutes learning spells, getting a quick bite, and Gurgi will lead you off east through the woods this day. He leads you on this path into this tile here. He takes a strange path, kind of meanders about a little bit, ever eastward, sometimes north, sometimes south. After a while, Rook seems to realize that Gurgi is avoiding things in the woods. It seems that he is preternaturally aware of what is out there and is leading you safely around potential encounters or nasties or pitfalls in the woods as he snakes his way through. Eventually, before noon, you get 3 squares in a day. So before the noon time, you're probably quickly approaching it, but you are still an hour or two away from true midday. You come across this wide river that empties out into the ocean from somewhere deeper into the woods. Perhaps it even springs from the Feywild itself. Gurgi spends some time sniffing around and looking at the river before leading you some distance towards a large bridge that spans the river. The bridge appears to be of elven make. The wooden planks gleam polished in the sunlight here. You can see, even from the distance as Gurgi approaches it, intricate swirling vines and leaves interworked with the triangular symbology of a stair, grown into the very wood itself that forms the bridge. And Gurgi stops short and points across it, and he says, "Pretty lady, over there." Gurgi, go no farther.
Is that the one who hurt you?
No,
Okay.
she just mean. Hurt Gurgi feelings. Also threatened to eat Gurgi if she sees again.
I thought she was beating you.
No. Drexel, bad. Golden man, thwackings and smackings. Also bitey ladies far north, they hurt.
Okay, the bitey ladies to the far north hurt you. Drexel hurt you. This woman over here just hurt you inside.
And inside hurt, worse hurt.
I know. It takes longer to heal, doesn't it? Sticks with you.
Remind me what the connection was with this dryad again and our unicorn quest.
He says that he has to lead you through this area to get to
the farm.
Next place.
All right, Ren,
So we might as well talk to her now.
you might as well talk to her.
Ren, you don't happen to know this dryad's name, do you?
I'm going to assume that nobody knows this particular dryad, as this is outside of the common ground forest.
Yeah, this bridge is the border of the elven territory.
Yeah.
We're not.
Okay.
We'll be trespassing from here on out.
Okay, but
It's
no one.
called Lovrel, I'll say.
Oh
Bill
yeah,
O'Rell?
you heard from Drexel. You smart girl. Yes, that is almost how I pronounce it. I call her Lorelai.
Oh, I'm not sure that's how I wrote it down. So like the pronunciation might be off. But what's her name? Like, how do you pronounce it?
Yeah. You are smart indeed. So Lorelai is the name that Drexel would have given you in the bar. I forgot that you had that information.
I'll go ahead and check the little sprig of mistletoe that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Is it pointing across this bridge?
It does. It pulls you towards the direction of that
We
bridge.
potentially could have gotten here with the mistletoe, but Gergi was maybe a better guide.
I
Gergi,
never really intended to make it here in the first place. You know,
No.
it's just on our way now, so we might as well get through this part.
Gergi, do you know how quickly we'll find her? Like, do you think that we'll find her within the next half hour, the next 10 minutes, the next 10 hours?
Gergi, do you have a concept of time?
Across bridge.
She's real close then? Like really, really close or just kind of close?
She likes water.
I will sigh, take out some little bit of ash that I'd collected from the fire last night, and a little kind of droplet of sweet smelling something, and I'll like start applying the ash to my eyes and put the little sweet smelling things behind my ears while I softly chant Lorelai's name. And I will cast Allure on myself. That is not the right button.
That. You're gonna get kidnapped for sure.
All right. You cast a spell increasing your attractiveness to this person.
Yes,
Lorelai.
to a minimum
What are
of
you doing?
15 or a 1d4, whichever is higher.
You're gonna
All
get
right.
yourself kidnapped.
No, it's cool. Ren will save me. It's fine.
I mean, it's only like D4 years of servitude. It's okay.
So this will increase my
Time
hotness
skip, anybody?
to 15 or 1d4 higher than whatever it is normally. I haven't rolled. I do have a hotness roll of 11.
It's a 15.
So I will become a...
15.
I just heard that. Snarky. Yeah. I will have 15 hotness for this encounter, specifically to Lorelei and no one else.
All right.
Lorelai.
Excellent.
You look ridiculous with the ash on your eyelids. I just wanted to say that.
It's smoky.
Sure.
As you go to cross the bridge,
Yeah, we
Gergi
crossed
will
the bridge.
like grab you one more time, and he says, "Oh, remember, no cross bridge at night. Bad." And then he lets you go.
I understand.
What
I guess
happens
that's what-
tonight?
Bad thing.
Does Ren know? Or are you just saying you understand?
Do I know? I guess I would, like, I have an assumption, but, you know.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll find out, or maybe not. We cross the
right.
bridge. Does Gergi come with us across the bridge? And
Gergi does not come across the bridge. Gergi watches you go and then will disappear as he seems to be following the river vaguely northward.
Okay. All right. Well, I suppose we cross the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
I guess
All right.
Ren runs her fingers over the elven carvings as she crosses the bridge with a slightly sad expression on her face. You know, a little homesick sometimes.
All right. Yeah, as you are crossing the bridge, you get about halfway there, running your homesick fingers across the elven work. And the four of you hear like the soft thumping of something like rhythmically against the bottom of the bridge. It gives you the sound of something trapped up against it.
Have a
Peer
look
over
at
the
it.
side of the bridge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You peer over the side of the bridge, taking a look. It's hard to see what is under there, but as you listen and look as the waters lap around the bridge, you see what seems to be a dark shape, almost like something wrapped in what might be a cloak or a blanket, caught on one of the pieces of woodwork that hold the bridge suspended above the water. And as the water rushes towards the bridge, it occasionally picks it up and it thumps underneath the bottom of the bridge.
How swift is the river?
The river is like of medium pace. It would be difficult swimming, but not impossible or too challenging for someone who is proficient and trained in swimming waters.
Okay, I am a proficient swimmer.
Did somebody
So-
bring rope?
No one has a rope, so maybe we can lower the rope
I've
down
got
the
rope.
side.
I do have a. Yeah.
I will. Yeah, I'll take off my gear that I deem damageable. So like, I'll take my sword belt off and like leave my bow on the bridge, and like climb over. If the party has rope, I'll take that, tie it around my waist. Sure.
Yeah.
Be
All
careful
right.
though, yeah? Nice and slow.
I can
Yes.
swim. But,
Alrighty. You are a proficient.
and I'll climb from the upriver portion of the bridge, if that makes sense.
You climb
so I'm
from
like-
the upriver portion.
So if I
Yeah.
get swept, I'll get swept under the bridge rather
Okay.
than away from whatever's trapped in
Absolutely.
there.
And you're climbing the rope down. You're not in the water.
I think I'm
itself.
climbing the bridge down with the
Climbing the
rope
bridge
tied around
down.
my waist.
Perfect. All right. You climb the bridge down and you make it down to where this cloak, as you now see it from this distance, finely made cloak is wrapped around something heavy and caught on the bridge.
Is
As
it
you
a
reach
body?
it has the size and consistency of potentially being a body, although it is completely covered from your eyes at this point. As you approach the cloak, you, a ranger, very familiar with this wood, recognize that you have climbed down very near a large crocodile that is
Oh, shit.
skulking by this thing. It is floating there, and it looked much like a log as you made your descent, but its eyes have opened and are now watching you as you approach
Totally
this,
unrelated
portion.
to the thing. Yeah, I'll shout, crocodile, crocodile, and I think attempt to climb back up onto the bridge before. Yeah.
I give
All
a
right.
yank on the rope and try and lift Rook out of the water.
You yank on the rope and lift him up, and the crocodile lunges up at you, but you are too quick and nimble, having spotted it. It is unable to bite at you as
I'll get
you
back onto the
make your way back up.
bridge.
Does it look
And-
like? Does it look like the thing is guarding the bridge, or is it just kind of floating along in the water?
As you look at this thing and you hear that Rook has maybe found a body, with a ranger and a druid very familiar with this land, you think that this crocodile is likely using whatever scent or whatever is coming from this wrapped, cloaked body as a hunting ground. It's just floating around near the bridge. It has found a place of easy hunting in the water.
How far down would it be to get? So I know like there's a bridge going over water. Is there any sort of like ground next to the water, or does it go against like just sheer cliff? Hello?
I'm sorry, my brain completely fell apart.
No, I
while
thought I
you were
DC'd
talking
for a
to
second
me.
because it went.
No, I heard every word you said, and they were English, and I know what each word means, but the sentence combined just like melted my brain.
Yeah.
Could you like retry to like engage my frontal cortex here?
So I know that like we're it's a bridge over water. Like, is there ground next to the water as well, or is it like sheer cliff next to the water?
Next to the water, like in the middle of the bridge where you
Yeah,
are?
like could you climb down and there'd be ground adjacent to the water to walk on below the bridge, or is it just like you go down and it's
the
just
bridge
river?
is suspended across the river, is anchored on either side of the river's banks, and there is some woodwork that goes down from the bridge into the river as like extra points of support. It is on one of these that the cloaked body in the center is caught on.
Are we trying to recover the body here? Yeah, is that what we're trying to do?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I can.
have an idea on how we
I
can-
think I can distract the crocodile if the two of you want to run down there and grab the body while it's distracted.
What's your plan for distracting the crocodile? I had one as well.
Do an illusion of something further up the river, struggling in the water.
That
Sure.
sounds probably more reliable than me trying to tame this ferocious beast.
Yeah, I think
I was
that'll
gonna tie the rope to my javelin and harpoon at it to chase it away, but
work. Let me try this first. So
If we
I will-
manage to do it without harming the crocodile, I would prefer that. So let's try the illusion.
What kind of like prey creatures have I seen in the forests, Greg, that would be appropriate? Like, is there deer?
Dinky. Or Gurgy. Gurgy.
You make it an illusion of Gurgi. Yes, you have seen deer and stags. You have seen like rabbits, small cats, vole-like creatures that burrow in the ground. What else would be like large enough for a crocodile to eat?
A boar?
Yeah, maybe a boar. You definitely could have seen a boar in the woods.
I just need to refresh to get to my character sheet, but I think what I'm going to do is depends on the area of effect of the second level illusion spell. But I think I want to do like an adult female deer on the banks of the river, like whinnying at its like fawn that's trying to like swim across the water. And I can do noise and I can do visual, so I can do like the noise of it like splashing in the water to hopefully attract the crocodile.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I will do that. I just wanted to check the area to see if I could get the mother as well as the...
I think so. It's pretty big.
Yeah, it's 200 square feet, so I will cast
Alright.
Improved Phantasmal Force.
Perfect.
And do that, yeah.
Nomon creates this illusion. Before your eyes, a doe is at the river bank and is braying its doeish speak at a fawn that is struggling as it swims, splashing like doggy style through the river waters. The crocodile immediately notices this, but it doesn't rush there. The crocodile like swims slowly, gliding almost imperceptibly towards the creature. It like 3/4 submerges in the water, leaving just a little bit of its log-like shape as it glides towards the creature, eventually making its way most of the way there and away from the bottom of the bridge.
All right, I assume I don't need to tell them it's go time, but
yeah. As soon as it's like turned its back and it's a good ways away from the bridge, I will leap over and climb down.
All right, you leap over and climb down.
There's a railing on the bridge? Am I imagining that correctly?
Essentially, yeah. You crawl down the railing on the bridge and make your way to this support beam. You unhook the body. It tries to sweep away from you in the swift current.
So I think I don't know. I think I will tie the rope around the body before unhooking it. So I'll tie the rope around the body. I'm fine, like swimming myself and like bracing myself against one of these beams.
Mm-hmm.
And then like once I've got it tied around the body, is this like I guess I'm now touching this body and seeing it. Does it seem like a dead human body?
It is entirely encompassed by this cloak. It seems that in the river it has like twirled and tied itself up. But as you touch it and as you are around it, it is very clearly the desiccated remains of a humanoid.
All right, I will tie the rope quickly around the thing's waist.
Mm-hmm.
And all right, help me pull. And I will like, hopefully they pull from above, and I'll kind of like shift it around the piling of the bridge.
The crocodile at this time is making its way up to the doe and the fawn, and it is completely and utterly distracted. It rolled so poorly on this illusion. It is hunting for days. It might even attack it and still keep hunting, thinking, shit, I missed. And the combined efforts of Rook pushing from the bottom and tying this rope and pulling it up, you are able to regain control of the body, get it onto the bridge, and Rook safely makes his way back onto the top of the bridge and safely out of the water.
I have the illusionary like fawn get out of the river and run away from the crocodile.
Okay, perfect. The crocodile sighs in disappointment, but you don't understand crocodiles, so it goes unappreciated.
So we set this body on the bridge and gently unwrap it.
Inside, you find the bones of an elf. They're clearly and distinctly elven for those of you that have met or seen them before. The water and time seem to have stripped away whatever flesh was there for the most part. A little bit of it remains, some sinew, some of the harder stuff still stuck onto the bones, but for the most part, they are kind of washed clean. The clothes that he wore are tattered and broken. Some pieces are missing. You will notice two things immediately upon better observing this body. First, the cloak he is wrapped in is a cloak of elven kind, and it has largely remained undamaged by its times in the rivers. You will also see that on his belt he wears a magical looking dagger. The dagger is, unlike the rest of his clothes and water, untarnished by its time in the river and gleams a bright silver in the sunlight. And there's also a belt pouch. It appears that he had more than one on his belt at some point. You can see like the leather loops, but only one has survived its time in the river. And you find in it 110 gold pieces worth of assorted gems and jewelry and fine stones.
Well then.
So we haven't made any money. I'm completely broke. These gems and jewels would be really nice to have, but also if we're seeking help from these people in these woods, it might be proper to return this stuff to some next of kin, maybe buy us some goodwill. On the other hand, maybe we could just return the magic dagger and the magic cloak and keep the gems and jewels for ourselves as like a finder's fee.
How about we return the gold and keep the items?
Yeah, this cloak is far more valuable than...
That's why I'm saying we return the cloak, because it's going to be the greater gift.
It seems only right that we would not nurture hostilities with the elves. Return their equipment to them.
Yeah.
These elves are clearly rich. People starve in the cities. We should take this gold and help the poor.
No,
so as I analyze
are you really going to help the poor?
I will help the poor. That's what I'm known for. Do you not remember the story on the stage?
You're the poor, aren't you?
I was once poor, not anymore.
As the party's bickering about the equipment, so I've lived with the elves for quite a while since I've grown up there. Does this seem like a normal burial situation to me, or does it seem like someone was in a hurry to send off this body? You know, like, what is it? Because this person is wrapped up in this cloak, but is it like an intentional...
They fell in the river and they were wearing the cloak.
This does not look like a burial. You're very convinced that this is not an intentional placement of a body.
I think Ren is very grief-struck in a way. You know, like she looks at the bones underneath and she doesn't even realize the whole discussion going on about the money and the cloak. Like, all that stuff doesn't really mean anything to her. I think for her, being a half-elf, like, an elf dying before their time is a really big deal in the elven community because their lives are so long, right? And they are like such wise creatures. So losing an elf early is like a great travesty to her because all her life she's been treated as, you know, it's like the one person you always pity because you know they're gonna go earlier, right? Even her own mother is like sad when she looks at Ren because she knows Ren is going to die before her, no matter what, right? And no child should die before their parents. So Ren feels a lot of grief towards all of this, and I don't think she's like tuned into this whole loot discussion. I think she's just very, very...
How heavy do the desiccated remains, or how much do the desiccated remains weigh?
They are picked clean of a lot of the meat and flesh of the body. So they're going to weigh substantially less than a person. I'm going to say like 50-ish pounds probably, pending a Google.
Okay.
Human skeleton accounts for about 14% of body weight. 27.5 pounds. We'll go with 30 pounds.
Okay. So Rook will get his gear strapped back to him, and pick up the body.
Okay.
With the body in his arms, he will move at a gnomish pace, probably mediumly encumbered. And I will proclaim we're gonna keep all of the body and their belongings intact until we figure out who this was, and speak with an elf.
If we have a moment, I might like to just at least examine this cloak and dagger before we give it away. These things are few and far between, wondrous and rare, and while I surely intend to return it, it'd be educational at the least.
I give you a glare, and I'm like arranging the body like that, kind of wrapping it up back how we found it. Yeah, I don't know. Out of character, I guess, if you have like an identifier or something, you can...
I don't, but I kind of want to just investigate it a little bit. I am a crafter and creator of magic spells, and so I want to, see the cloak in action.
I'm sure the next time we rest, there is a way to do this respectfully, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For now, I think let's just carry the body.
Sure. My lure spell wears off quickly anyway, so let's go find that dryad.
I think it might already be gone.
With the With the body taken out of the river, its remains prepared for examination and burial, you cross into the lands beyond the river and into the elven woods. Here is a place where I would normally say let's call for a break. I know that Nick was looking to end a little bit early. Should we just push through the break and continue playing for the next little bit, or do we want to hit the break anyway and just have a short end to session?
Happy to push forward for another half an hour.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't need a break. I'm good.
Let's go.
Does anybody need a break?
No?
All right.
Oh,
Sounds
okay,
good. We'll
that's
power
fine.
through it. So you press on to the other side of the river, crossing the bridge. It is not long into this bit of the forest where you begin to hear the sounds of birdsong, louder than normal. And then as you continue following the pull of the mistletoe and the sounds of the birds, you find yourselves in a nice open glade. A small stream that branched off from the river runs right through it, and an enormous tree sits right at the bank of the stream. No other trees surround it.
I think. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I think I start pulling on Koibu's trouser leg. Koibs, I think this is the place. We should hide and let Ren talk to her.
No. I prepared myself for this moment. Stand back, gnome. Let me take care of this. Leave the
I think
beautiful
I go
women
in,
to me.
I like hide and crouch down in like a bush. And you know, like when you're watching a horror movie and you like just look through. Somehow like thinking that it's gonna protect me from the dryad.
That's adorable.
Rook will approach the tree.
As you are approaching, you enter this glade, and you will find yourself eventually on the side of the tree, not directly in front of you, but kind of askance. You see this flowing form of a dryad. Lorelei is bronze skinned, like the wood itself is polished almost to a perfect bronze. Her hair grows deep and flowing and red and flowering. And the song she sings is harmonized with the bird song that floats around you in this glade.
Well, she needs to pass a saving throw, otherwise she finds me more attractive than normal.
Absolutely.
Unless she's immune to charm.
Let's see this saving throw versus spell.
I don't know how this interacts with the elven immunity to charm or fey immunity to
She's
charm.
not an elf, she's a dryad.
But that's
maybe.
pass, right?
Oh yeah, that's a pass.
So, should the target pass their save, they feel uncannily disturbed by the caster, fading over the next 24 hours.
So basically how all of us feel about Koibu.
Yeah!
Very
Just
nice.
the normal coibs. It's
Just sort
fine.
of uncanny valley effect going on here.
I think I will quietly approach the dryad and I will wait for her to notice us.
Yeah.
I'll like kneel down and have a quiet seat and wait.
Yeah. I'm approaching and setting the body in front of her, near her. I don't know.
Okay. I
Yeah.
think that Ren approaches and sits down, and Lorelei just continues her song. Doesn't really seem to pay much mind to you. But when Rook steps forward with a body, she turns over her shoulder and looks at you and like raises one eyebrow. And as you set the body down, she's like, "What are you bringing here?"
My apologies, tree spirit. These are the remains of a fallen elf that we.
Oh, like could you
Out of
put
the
it
room.
away? It's so
Yeah.
unsightly.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, it'll be right over here, and I'll like pick the body back up and take it like to the edge of the glade and like hide it behind a tree, like yeah.
The nerve
and I'll
of
leave
these
the-
people.
I'll leave the dogs to guard the body
Okay,
and hopefully not
absolutely.
eat any bones.
I guess Ren will speak up as she sees the dryad and will say, Paten Shanai, Lorelei, Takadane, Amatiel, which is Elvish for greetings, Lorelei, with the most beautiful tree. Because you try to compliment a dryad on a tree because they have a very special relationship with that. So
She smiles a big beaming smile at you. Oh, such a charmer. Your heritage would know how to speak to a lady. What can I do for you?
We
Hold on.
come here with
What is that? And she points right at Koibu as she now realizes for the first time this horribly disgusting, repulsive thing has walked into her.
Horribly disgusting and repulsive.
Not repulsive, just slightly, just uncannily
slightly
disturbing.
It's the,
disturbing.
I
yeah.
described it how I described it. Question me.
I just kind of slink behind a tree, being like, "This spell doesn't work. I need to practice more."
That's our wizard. He's
Why
a
would he
little
put
bit.
ash under his eyes? How
I
gauche.
don't know. I asked him before. I said it looks weird. He did not believe me. What can I say?
All right. Well, you're a charmer. I'll just try to ignore him.
I like to imagine that Koibu ends up in the bush next to Nomon. I see you thought better of it, Koib's good idea. You can hide here with me.
Yeah. See, this place feels safe. No one's going to attack me here.
So, Lorelai, unfortunately, there is no real good way to approach this topic. So I hope you forgive me for being a little forward about it. We have met the wretched human who thought he could steal your heart. His name is Drexel.
No good low life. Why would you bring him up?
Because he has inflicted great grievance upon another human, a young woman. Apparently, he has given her the necklace that you gifted him once upon a time.
Like a real bastard. Well, serves her right.
Well, you know, the young woman is not really at fault here. She did not know what Drexel was doing to her. I think she was just trying to be kind to him and accepting that gift.
Do we have that necklace back, or?
I believe somebody took it off of her body. I don't know if it was given back to the lead cleric or not, but at one point the party did have it.
Does anyone have it now?
Oh, sounds like it must have been given back.
Nope, I think the cleric has it.
Okay.
I think the cleric
Yeah, I don't have it.
She kind of scrunches up her features in a very, like, I don't know, mean girl way. Just kind of peers at you like, so?
I'll say,
This woman was an innocent, Rook says, as he's returning to the tree. And
stealing my girl.
And this curse has
my boy
robbed her of her natural beauty and withered her beyond her years.
Well, of course it would. How could she handle my beauty?
What can she do to lift this curse?
I could do it. I don't want to. They're good for nothing. Serves him right. His little new lady friend all dried up.
he doesn't even care about her. The second he heard, he just left town. He's not concerned about her whatsoever. He slighted both of you. Don't you feel some kind of kinship with her?
No. Pathetic little mortal. How dare he choose her and not me?
Well, they might both be pathetic little mortals, but someone who is so beautiful and so much more graceful than the two of them. Like, beyond any comparison. Like,
I do like
your
you.
greatness
You have a nice tongue.
Your greatness should outshine the pettiness that he has caused, shouldn't it? Imagine how much greater you will appear, you know, if you show your grace to that young woman who might be quite useless, you know, but who's innocent after all.
I quite like the idea of breaking that poor boy's heart, though. I don't know.
Feel free.
I'll tell you what, I'll make you a trade. I'll lift the curse, you stay with me. I like the way you talk. You can tell me all about how wonderful I am. We can sing together. I have a whole load of friends you could meet. Mm-hmm.
What if I stay with you? Rook suggests.
She looks you over. I don't know. Maybe. We could probably clean you up. It'd be a poor substitute.
I'm sure you can see through what I am. I've left this forest behind a long time ago. I'm not supposed to be here anymore.
Okay, fine. Well, all right. I'll tell you what. There's these people. They're, I don't know, friends with a geppo. Don't like them. Not cool. Little snake-like ladies. They took something from me. It was mine. My favorite toy. Find
toy
them,
or
bring it back.
or a man?
I mean, what's the difference? Anyway, find them, bring them back, and I will unleash this little curse.
I call from behind the tree. Do you know where these people are?
Mm-hmm. That foul scent reeks on each of you. It's that pathetic creature, Gurgi, yes? He knows the way. Oh, I'll give you another deal. Bring me Gurgi. Let me put an end to his miserable existence. Oh, that'll clean up the forest quite a bit.
I've taken a bit of a liking to him. I'd rather you don't kill him.
He's on the other side of the bridge.
Oh, well, I can't go there. I cannot stray that far from the tree.
Curses. Sorry.
Do you have any idea what the snake-like ladies are? Like, have I ever heard of such a creature?
Yeah, the blessed of a Geppa. Ugh. They are her chosen pets. Hunters. Even the elves aren't allowed to go in their territory. Well, I mean, the elves can go where they like, but they'll get killed.
Would we have heard of these Ajepan hunters, or are they outside of the bounds of the human woods?
These are far outside the bounds of the human woods. Maybe there's an off chance that Ren, who has grown up amongst the elves, may know of a, patch of woods where the Geppa's chosen have their territory. But beyond, like, maybe a small chance of that, none of the rest of you would know.
How many are there?
Yeah.
I don't know. A few. Like, how many people are in your town? Do you know?
Like hundreds?
Yeah,
like
sure.
hundreds?
Give an accurate census of the town.
You give an accurate census of the town. She frowns at you. Like, oh, look at this one. Smarty pants. God.
Well.
Wait, so there's a whole town of these snake people?
Yeah. I haven't been there. I just know they took my favorite toy.
Does your favorite toy have a name?
I call him Goldie.
And a description, please?
He's tall, very handsome, big flowing gold hair. Oh, I think one of his friends called him Hans, maybe Franz. I don't know.
Or Sean?
Oh, no. I met a Sean once. He grew too big of a beard for my taste.
I hear that.
Oh, please. No, that's not true. God damn. We like beards here, okay? No shaming around.
You may like beards. I don't.
Well.
She's wax
Lorelei,
fast and ready to climax.
I can shave, Rook says, scratching his scraggly, thin facial hair.
I just look over to Rook, who's like, contemplating just staying here forever. Just like...
If only he could. Dryad wants nothing to do with my 6 charisma.
It's not happening now. No, unfortunately.
Well, Lorelei, we will try to get your pets back, I guess. Your favorite toy.
Very nice.
So hopefully we'll meet again. soon.
I have a gift for you.
Oh.
He says, reaching into his pocket. It tugs at my heartstrings and draws me to you. And he hands her the mistletoe that the priest had made.
She like swirls it around. It's like, ooh, a ring. How romantic of you. And it
Ren,
like
save him!
shrinks down as
He's
it like
falling under her
shrinks
spell.
down as she twirls it until it fits nicely around her finger. She looks at it for a moment. She like taps you on the head. Very nice of you.
Pull him away. He's being seduced.
I'll just give a deep bow to Lorelei, and then I'll slowly,
I
leave the trees.
awkwardly try to imitate Ren's etiquette.
You have this like
After.
halting, like low bow that doesn't quite come off smoothly.
No.
Yeah. Excellent. And with that, she just kind of watches you a little bit, waiting to see if you're going to leave. She makes no outward signs of aggression or of trying to ensnare or keep anyone.
Bye. I'll miss you. And then I go behind the tree and pick the body back up. And
All right.
Thank God we're
Excellent.
leaving. I run out, following Rook.
Awesome. You leave. What direction do you head as you leave this glade?
Yeah, I'm not sure now. Did she
North
say
to
which
meet
direction
Gibson.
they were?
She said
We're not
Gertie knows the way.
Yeah, she said,
we have to pick up.
yeah, so we get
the
back
ape man.
across the river. And
we're not
pick them up.
actually going to help her, are we? We're going to go collect her like manslave from these.
You
Like,
don't know what the toy is.
it was a
Tall,
person.
handsome, golden hair.
It was a human being.
Look, we can save a man from slavery, maybe fix out this woman. This will help us get clues back
Just
to the
a
other
second
things.
ago, you were ready to volunteer, and now you say we can't bring another person back to her. I'll say to Rook.
I didn't say can't, but is it really our job?
This guy sounded like he was already our boyfriend.
Then why is
If that person
why
has
is he here?
surrendered
He's
to
been kidnapped.
the Dryad, then that is on them. I
He's
said
given
before,
his
some
consent.
people choose that life.
Yeah.
We can.
But at the same time, snake people, the whole town.
Maybe this is Hugo's job, but the rest of us aren't obligated to go kidnapping this Goldie to.
We're not
Lift a
kidnapping
curse.
him. We're saving him from the people who kidnapped him and returning him to his lover. And look, we don't have to approve of his life decisions to respect them, but it would be weird of us to be like, we don't approve
know,
of what
we
you're doing, and so we're going to like deny you the
I
things
don't know,
that you
we
want.
can bring this back to the elder or the powers
Sort of-
that be. Hey, Hugo, if you want to lift your boss's daughter's curse, you can go fetch Goldie and trade him to the Dryad. There.
I think that's outside
Done.
the scope of my responsibilities.
Well, I wouldn't let you go alone, Hugo. I don't care if Rook's a coward.
Come on, Rook. I know
Howard.
you've got those Puritan values
There's-
so much that you want to buckle on your hat, but let's go do this. The man needs some help.
Hold on. There's a cult of suffering kidnapping unicorns, and we're worried about.
I'm inclined to agree with Rook here. I think we have
Wait.
more pressing matters to attend to.
But don't we
Wouldn't
need
the
to do
Dryad help
this
us
to
find
get
the
there?
unicorn?
Yeah, isn't-
Exactly.
This is the prerequisite for
We're
saving the
trying to
unicorn.
do a
Why?
favor to the Dryad so she can help us find the unicorn.
No, this was just along
I thought
the way.
we were doing the favor so she would lift a curse.
Yeah, this was.
I don't think we
Both.
negotiated.
It is both. It's literally both.
It's both.
Yeah.
I think the
Okay.
Dryad is at all involved in this.
You don't
you
think
ask
our
her
best
about
bet
the
for
unicorn?
finding a unicorn is to talk with the Dryad? Because to me, it seems like a Dryad probably has more information on the presence of a unicorn than anyone here.
Yeah. I
Right?
guess.
My
I turn around
impression
and
is this
start.
Dryad has little interest in anything outside of her.
Gertie
Outside of her
knows where the
grove.
unicorn was. We just stopped here along the way.
Well,
Why
if
didn't anyone
Gertie
ask-
really knows where the unicorn is, then that can be our main thing, and we can go save this Goldie if he's still alive another time on the way back.
I start running back into the glade with my hands over my eyes. Hey, Dryad lady! Dryad lady!
I have a name. God.
Sorry, Laura.
Lorelei, you can
Lorelei.
do it. Oh.
Hey, if we rescue your boyfriend, will you show us how to find a unicorn?
Oh, well, yeah, you'll probably find it on the way.
Oh, thank you. Okay, see you later. Have a nice day. Okay, goodbye.
What's up with you? Hold on. Why are you covering your face?
They said that if I look at you, I'll be charmed by you, and I'll never be able to leave. I have a girlfriend back home, and I currently have a girlfriend.
Don't worry. You and your little Mildred will have all the fun and time you need. I have no interest in you.
My name's Belinda. Thank you. Okay, see you later.
Right, Bethany.
I run away.
No, Mom, you do know it's nymphs that make you blind, right?
This is what Koibu was saying before. That if I looked at her, that I'd fall in love and I'd have to stay there forever.
I'm just repeating
That's what he said.
That's what Ren told me.
Yeah, exactly.
You've been feeding a lot of false information to people the past few days.
I might have pretended a couple of people were dead, but other than that, I've been speaking mostly the truth.
You leave him alone, Hugo.
What have you
Well,
ever
no
done?
matter what we do, we can't, we'll have to return this body, right?
Yeah.
We don't want to haul us through the woods that far.
The elves are north of here?
Listen, do we really need to return this elf? Can't we just take his stuff and
It's
leave
the
him
right
here?
thing to do.
The right thing to do for who? Not the right thing to do for us.
Out of
I
respect
kneel
for
down
the
and say,
dead.
I know it seems strange, Noman, but what you have to consider is that elves are all 15th to 16th level fighters because they live forever. And if we don't play nice with them, they might come out of the forest and kill the entire town.
The world is only 100 years old. How many levels do you think you'd get in 100 years?
15
I
or
mean, I
16
can
seems
tell
right.
you that my own mother would dismember every single one of us before we could even scratch her, so it would make sense to bring this body back as it is.
It's not our responsibility to do that.
It's my responsibility.
You suck, Rook.
Yeah, that rhymes.
I
Write it down. I write it in the book.
And I guess I'll try to find the way to the nearest, try to find the marks to where the elves might be camping at the moment.
I think if we head north, we will meet up with Gurgi again on the other side of that river.
I will pull Noman aside once everyone starts to move on a little bit and give a squat down next to him and say, look, Noman, I'm kind of with you on this. These things that this elf has, hugely valuable, wonderful for us to have as well. Yeah. But think about this as an investment in our future. You know, if one elf has these things, imagine if we become friends with elves. We could all get stuff like this if we just, finesse the situation a little bit. Does it make sense?
I don't know. Well, maybe, but I think elves are pretty selfish. I'm not sure they give away their stuff that easily.
They're emotional creatures, so we should approach this from an emotional angle here. Treat them with respect and compassion, and that way they'll view us as their friends, and then we can get something out of them when we need it. You gotta recognize the situation as needing a different sort of approach and interaction to get the desired results. I know that's not what you're used to. I know you're just used to taking whatever you want.
Well, we'll see, Coips. We'll do it your way this time. We'll see.
Okay, if it doesn't work this way, then I'll help you out with whatever you need.
Yeah, the next dead elf we find, we'll take his stuff.
Attaboy.
I just assume I'm not hearing any of this.
Yeah. I specifically tried to pull him away.
All right.
Greg, wait, how realistic is it that I might be able to pickpocket the knife from the body as it's being carried? Is that unrealistic? Is it within the bandages?
Do you have...
What did you
Are you a thief?
I am a thief, yeah.
He is a thief, yeah.
You can just roll. You've got whatever.
So Rook, I want to know how you're carrying all of that, right? You have the
bridal
body,
carry, and I've got the body bridal carry in front of me, and I'm encumbered doing so.
It's inside the cloak and the
I wrapped it all
gems
back
and
up,
it's all in there.
Yeah. That said, I can see him coming up and distracting me and rolling a pickpocket.
I could see, if you're just carrying it out like that and it's all bundled in there, I think a successful pickpocket check could work. Yeah.
I think I want to save it until we're almost at the elves, and then I'll just hide it and pretend that maybe it fell out or but I want to do it at the last minute.
Okay. You begin plotting your thievery of the elven dagger.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That said, when we get to camp, I will probably just be setting the body down and.
No, I think if it's gone overnight, you're gonna know. I kind of want you to think that it's just fallen out at some point in the journey and we've lost it. Until it's too late when you see me use it, but by then it'll be, we'll be somewhere else and it'll be too late to give it back. Hopefully you'll forgive me.
Unfortunate.
Oh, this thing! Just found it laying on the ground. Didn't think it was important.
I thought you dropped this.
Yeah. All right. So the plan is to push further north. And so you do. Leaving the realm of the Dryads, nothing is going to get in your way or molest you or attack you. You are in relative safely here for the next few miles. And as you push north around to the miles beyond this river, eventually you will all hear the mumbling and grumbling of a familiar sounding creature as it is marching its way through the grass towards you. Squirrels, not good munchings or crunchings. We hunt squirrels, he says.
Gurgi.
Gurgle.
Gurgi hears you, kind of scratches down for a moment and then bounds up towards you. You made it out of Pretty Lady's place. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
You were very right in not crossing that bridge. She really does not like you.
No, very mean lady.
Hey, Gurgi.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you get your name?
Oh. Gurgi does not know. Gurgi always Gurgi.
Okay. Who created you?
Gurgi?
Where do you come from?
What's?
Do you have a parent? A mom or a dad? Okay. I'm satisfied.
Well, we're gonna go looking for this unicorn. Hopefully, find some elves along the way.
Oh,
Can you show us where the scary lady with the teeth is?
come, follow Gurgi. He looks furtively at Nolan, then shakes his head. Follow. And he begins. leading-
I say to the party, what kind of animal has fangs like this?
Spiders. Cats.
A
cats,
snake.
yeah.
Snakes.
Perhaps the same group that took the unicorn also took Goldie, the snake cult of a Jeppa. Maybe you will get your wish to run errands for the town elder after all.
And with that revelation, the party heads north at the guidance of Gurgi. He rumbles on about munchings and crunchings and tasty sucklings, but he does not lead you astray. And I think that given Nick's desire to end a little early, we have reached a perfect place to end the session for today.
Thanks for DMing, Greg.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Would you
stuff.
guys like some XP for the session?
Yes.
I would always like
Yes,
some XP for a
please.
session.
Alrighty. For combat and exploration and convincing the Dryad and Gurgi to assist you, I want each of you to take home 875 experience each.
Nice.
And then I will listen to any pleas for individual rewards as you see fit.
I get the hit dice per enemy defeated.
Hit dice per enemy defeated. I'm not going to give you Gurgi's hit dice. That XP is already wrapped up. The owl bear hit die. I'm going to give you 6 hit die for the owl bear just because of the nature of its curse.
Okay, so 6.
Can I take 100 XP for casting the level 2 Phantasmal Force spell?
Absolutely. The Phantasmal Force definitely assisted in overwhelming the crocodile. Yeah.
Can I get 50 for my spark shower?
Absolutely. The spark shower killed the owlbear. Very important. Good.
Can I get 50 for using a lure to successfully overcome the dryad problem?
No, your lure spell did not help in the Dryad encounter.
Although,
Unfortunately,
let's be honest, if he had been more attractive, wouldn't that have made his life more difficult?
It might have, but it might have also opened up different avenues. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. I am
All
satisfied.
right. That sounds like it then.
Wait, let me check if I level up. What's level 4 rogue?
Oh man,
It's
3,000?
not much.
Is it 3,000?
Level 4 rogue is 5,000.
Oh shit, okay.
that sounds about right. Yeah.
Nowhere near.
I don't have any spells I can lawyer, like I should lawyer for. I feel that are like, you know, better, like becoming my ethos. But I feel like I did a really good job interpreting the druid and her relationship with her tree and flattering her so much that she wouldn't be in any way, you know, harmful to us. And just, you know, putting on the honey as thick as I possibly could.
I think that the reward for that is wrapped up into the XP reward.
Into the group XP. Well, you're welcome, people. You're welcome.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
What about a clever idea that saves the party for not attacking the druids in the plains and instead getting them to heal our druid?
Oh, yeah, very clever.
Is that a clever idea? I'm not
Sounds
sure
like-
that qualifies. qualifies.
But yeah.
It's only clever to the D&D poison mind.
Thank you for not killing us, Neal. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
We decided
I think
to
the
use-
reward for talking with the druids was that they healed your party and got you going a little faster.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Righto.
Well, with that, thank you everyone for playing. I hope you all enjoyed that session. I am going to let Nick go so that he can go watch some football and cheer on England over Italy.
Come on, England! Sorry.
Yeah, whatever you just said. I'm sure it was very impactful.
It was.
Go to the Regal Goblin store and buy new.
Yes, please go to the
Merch.
Regal Goblin
These-
store
these
and buy
fancy
some merch.
shirts.
I'm also going to put up a special kind of Reddit post. I like to talk to my players at the table about the campaign and how it's going, and I'll get to the 4 of you or the 5 of you at the table another time so that it can run off. But I am going to include the invisible 6th player at our table, the chat, to see what they're thinking as well. And so look for that and buy my chibi face and wear it on your body.
Yep. You should do that.
Yep. All right.
All right,
Awesome.
thanks, guys.
See you guys later. Lore building marathon stream tomorrow.
Ooh, yeah, tune in for that.
See y'all. Bye-bye.
See you later.